Okay, so here's hoping my computer doesn't run as slow. So after watching the first video, you've answered your question, you've got a hypothesis, you have looked at this data, you've calculated the averages for male, for female, for the different age ranges, and you have figured out from the data above which ones fall as hypertension, pre-hypertension, and normal blood pressure, and you have color coded those accordingly in these charts. I don't care if you highlight or if you use so you could either use the highlight feature or you can use the fill feature in your Google Docs to do that. So then what you need to do, I've changed this chart up a little bit from the last time. So now you're just going to look at plain numbers. So how many were in the green, how many were in the orange, how many were in the red for those age groups. You're going to summarize those after you've done your color coding up above. And you're going to do that again for your females. Okay, so now, there's one other thing that you need to do, and everybody's is going to look a little different, and that's okay. It's just the way we're getting around everybody not having to put those numbers in over and over again. So you're going to open up the virtual lab, and you're going to record observations about the people who have hypertension only. So record this information in a way that makes sense to you. So you're going to pop over. You're going to go to the males. I would start at the bottom because you know that there's going to be higher levels there. Everybody who turns up red, you're going to record some information about. So patient 147 was 50 or not quite 50 pounds overweight and has a family history of hypertension. So here you could just even put the medical record, 147, overweight / family history of hypertension. Then you are going to look at, you should record the age too. So male, 46, pretty good weight actually, but consumes a lot of alcohol. So that you would record. So when you're over here, it can be as simple as medical number 122, male. And I'll lose my marbles if Google Docs doesn't start moving faster. Okay, so 122, male, and I can't remember whether he was overweight or not, but this is just an example. Overweight and alcohol consumption. Okay, so that's really all I need you to do. Oh, and put the age. So you're only doing that for your people that are in the red. So male, 49, almost 50 pounds overweight, high salt, lack of exercise, alcohol. Okay, so you're going to tell me some of those details for each of the age ranges. Once you get down to 11 to 17, you're going to notice you don't have anybody show up in the red anyways, so that's fine. That's why I suggested starting at the higher numbers. Because as you get to the lower numbers, you only have a couple of them. So you're going to record those information for the male and for the female. They can be just jot notes. And then down here, what patterns did you observe? I want you to see, does overweight pop up a ton? Does alcohol consumption pop up a ton? Does it just seem to be more males based on these numbers? Does it seem to be more female? So those are the sorts of patterns that you're describing to me. And then from your experiment, what are the risk factors for high blood pressure, hypertension? Again, you're probably going to look at your summary of the people in the red here. And you're going to go, once you have the list of them, whoa, there's a lot of people that are overweight, or wow, there's a lot of people that consume alcohol, or oh, look at that salt intake. So that's what you're going to summarize for me here. So we got through it and the computer didn't stall. So I'm going to give it up there, and I'll be online for help as people get stuck too.